warm. 89. Wednesday, sunshine and some clouds, a couple of showers and a thunderstorm. Not as warm but humid, high 82. I'm AccuWeather's Brian May.
And as always on this Monday afternoon, 10 minutes after the hour of high noon, we are on the throttle. And today, Mr. Dwayne Hancock shows up.
Yes.
And, you know, I tell you what, the guy sitting to your left right now is a guy that we're just lucky to have because he is like a world traveler, isn't he?
Yeah, he's been on it big time, and he's hit some big races, which we're going to cover because it's about the only big races around this weekend. But with his product of Stay Wet and Dust Deterrent, you know, he's been on here a few times. But Dane Miller, our world traveler, you know, stopped in, gave us some time to, you know, up from Georgia. He hit the Kokomo first part of the SmackDown, then went to Mansfield for the Mansfield Million this weekend for the late models, and then, you know, the top of the weekend off. So you want Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you know, 2 days Kokomo, 2 days Mansfield. Then last night up to I-96 in Lake Odessa, Michigan, because I know they've been a real big user of your product this year.
Yeah, they've made major improvements at that track. Yeah, we started playing with Kokomo, and got Reese O'Connor and Jared on the product, and it's, you know, we worked with Mansfield, but it's difficult when things are micromanaged the way it is. The two prep guys wanted to use a little bit more. We wanted to do a few different things, and Mansfield's got good old Ohio farm dirt with a lot of silt,
right?
And it birthed rocks. Literally this weekend, the flagman was hit during the 100 lapper with a rock to the left eye, and it knocked him out.
Yeah.
I literally knocked him out. The assistant dropped him down to the floor of the flag stand, and he come to, and he gritted it out and finished the race, which I think he should have probably went and got checked a little bit better than what he wanted. But yeah, it's been a project so far. Up there at I-96, Walt Wisniewski and Jeff Dice, the owner. In fact, they just bought more product.
Really?
Yeah, we played there yesterday. We was a little gritty during the supers, but we wanted to give them a little bit more racing room. We were day racing, and it was real slick. They'd never seen it. 900 horsepower cars, Dwayne, when you're hearing them throttle in hard, and then all of a sudden you hear it go silent, and then they're in the loud pedal, out of the loud pedal, all the way through the corner. It was kind of a different surface for them.
Well, and it was I mean, I think the race was over with before it was even dark last night. I mean, it was still daylight when
we were done at 7:55 last night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so that makes a big difference running on a daytime surface, all that high horsepower on the dirt and that. I mean, it is. There's night and day difference trying to, you know, keep a track, you know, with grip on bright sunshine.
Our dust was so light. It was a silt dust, and it was so light, it wouldn't even come into the flagman. It would lift up to just about to their feet, and it might get a little bit higher in certain areas, but you could see through it perfectly, unlike Mansfield. Mansfield was a lot different deal. But
are we talking because the difference in the product and the stay weight
the different in the amount of product and the procedures done? They left Mansfield very hard and did not put any water on it. Okay. It rained at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They were expecting a lot of rain,
right?
And it only I would say it probably equate out to a 1,500-gallon water tank.
Well, and that's the thing. The weather's messed with Cody there at Mansfield with all of these big shows. That, I mean, every big show he's tried this year, the weather's messed with it, and to pull off. I mean, the winner paid $2,202. That's what I'm trying to say. I can't say it right. $202,939.50. Yeah, I'll get there. Yeah, and 50 cents because what they did is by how they did sales, pre-sales on like even merchandise and different things. Part of the profit went into the person, ended up paying $4,000 to start. So
okay, hold on a minute now. You totally lost me with the numbers here a minute ago. The winner paid how much?
$202,939.50
to win the late model race Saturday night.
$200,000.
Yes, just over
$200,000.
The other
numbers that we're going to throw in there as well. Okay.
Yep. EPJ. Took it, and here's the advantage that EPJ had over Bobby Pierce. Bobby Pierce didn't come in for a tire. We had 16 total flat tires due to rocks, and some of them were even under caution. That was what was wild. But EPJ come in early, and Pierce was trying very hard at the end after he got past from about lap 93 on, but the tire just wasn't there for him.
Well, happened to Tyler Gunn here a couple weeks ago for the Great Lake Nationals. I mean, he started 16th, raced up to 3rd, and cut a tire. I mean, tires took 3 people got flat tires there. I mean, Mansfield, they're doing a great job of paying big money and stuff, but the Rocks is starting to tear some things up there.
And some of the rock that I actually found was flint.
Yeah.
It's actually flint and slagstone, and it's very sharp on the edges.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what the Indians used to use for their arrowheads and everything. So yeah, that's a reason why they used that flint back in the day.
I did find one bigger than a softball Friday.
Oh wow!
If that tells you some of the sizes.
Holy smokes! Yeah, that's a little off-season work on that track, I would think.
Well, one hit Friday night, hit the press box.
Okay.
Okay, big windows up there.
Yeah.
It put in about a silver dollar to quarter size hole. All of a sudden, the roar of the engines made it crack, and a big chunk went down into the crowd. Luckily, missed the people. Okay. And I was on the backstretch. You could literally hear it pop and bang, and then you'd see chunks come down and crash. And I mean, it was. And then Saturday night, I was up in the press box area in the media center, and we had 4 rocks come up and pink off the glass. And I mean, that's up there. That's high up.
Yeah.
And they were raising them up quite a ways. So I heard somebody was cut for Saturday night. I heard 4 or 5 people were injured Friday night. Some car windows were broke out on the back.
Really?
A couple of cars, side windows.
So how do you, Dane, when you have an issue like that, how do you solve that at a track?
They're going to have to rip the track up pretty deep, and they're going to have to bring a rocker in. In fact, I was talking with Ryan and Mike that help do prep, and they've been suggesting to Cody that they've got to do it. Because it doesn't matter what they do every race. I mean, Dwayne and I was at the April race. He had to scrape all the prep surface off. Now he's down to other stuff, and we cut, what, 22 tires in the feature?
Something like that. And like I said, the one just a couple weeks ago cut quite a few, too. So,
I mean, it's Hoosier loves it. Hoosier loves it.
Hoosier Tire, obviously.
That's right.
Loves that to pieces. Yeah.
I'm sure they do. Well, Earl Pearson Jr. liked it too because he got over $200,000, so he didn't care.
Yeah, he thought.
Did you hear what second paid?
No,
$40,000.
That's still not bad.
I mean, you got to think $4,000 went to Devin Moran for dead last. He had an issue. And $4,000 is a little higher than some of their regular weekly shows.
Oh yeah, especially around here. I mean, you're talking Oak Shade pays like $1,500 to win on a regular night, or $1,200, and so does Attic on that. And
how do you pull that kind of purse, guys? I mean, where did the money come from?
It came from ticket sales, merchandise sales. Like I don't have the shirt on. I had it yesterday, a Dirt Million shirt, and I sponsored Kyle Bronson. He didn't make it in, but I actually bought him fuel. There was other ways of doing it. People bought 48 checkered flags that were signed by every driver that showed up there. There was helmets. There's like 6 helmets that were purchased. Various other things, sweets, different things that paid.
Well,
sites paid for it too.
Yep, and he just, I mean, Cody puts up big purses. He's a guy that has some other businesses and trying to make this racetrack work, and
he's got a novel idea. We just got to do some huge improvement on the racing surface
out of it.
To me, hands down, he's got the best dirt racing facility in the country at this point, as far as pit area, as far as grandstands, as far as everything that you can have. I mean, Knoxville's nice,
right?
But this place to me is nicer. Eldora, to me is down the list a little ways, even though they got the suites in 3. But this place, I mean, what racetrack? All of them have an elevator,
right?
Okay, to go up to the press box in the suite areas. But it's we got to get him to try to find get the dirt better. And to his benefit, he told me last year in August that the surface that's on there, he purchased dirt that was supposed to be rockered out to a 1/4 inch fine, and the guy that sold it to him didn't do it and took his money and ran. Whether he's in business today or not, we don't know. But
sure, but man, those are the things that really break your heart when you have things like that. Yeah, when somebody pays that kind of money.
Right.
All right, we are on the throttle right now, and Dane Miller's our guest right now. We're talking racing around Northwest Ohio. We need to take a break. When we come back, I've got the age-old question too, as to where we stand with the racing participation.
There you go.
Between Dwayne Hancock and Dane Miller.
I'm way off.
I don't want the answer to that story until we get back. How's that? It's all being brought to you today by your Napa store here in Bryan, Ohio, by Suburban Auto, AJ Door, Keck Lawn Service, and if you're looking for the Keck Lawn Service, their number is 419-553-6976. That's 553-6976. By Jason Dietz Customs and Collisions, Trailer and Trailer Repair, Fast Forward Motorsports, Bryan Ford Lincoln, and also the Great Lakes Sprint Series, which we will talk about more when we come back here on The Throttle.
There's Schlank reply last night, or just now.
Our relationship is just starting when we finalize your paperwork. Our award-winning service department will keep your vehicle trouble-free. Our sales and service staff will always be here for you if you have any questions.
Cool.
At Bryan Ford Lincoln, exceptional
Good deal.
customer service is standard.
Yeah, I mean, well, we had.
Racers join Saturday's card. Come early Saturday for the cruise-in from 12 to 3. For more info, visit Great.
All right, let's talk about that Great Lakes Sprint Series, Dwayne.
Yes.
And I'll put off our conversation as to who's seen more races.
There you go.
A little bit longer. How's that?
Yeah.
Let the suspense build. Because
Right.
Last year, this was a head-to-head.
I know it was.
Summer long.
It was cutthroat last year.
Yeah, it really was. So I'm sure it probably is this year, too. But we'll leave that for later.
There you go.
Let's talk about the Great Lakes Sprint Series that's coming up.
Oh, yeah, this weekend, a huge show up to Tri-City Speedway, Auburn, Michigan. Great scenery up there, as Barry said 2 weeks ago when he was on there. And Barry's putting out some huge money this weekend. Friday night, they have their regular show. So, I mean, it's a show for anybody that likes racing. They have their show Friday night. I think it's paying $2,500 to win and $250 to start for the 360 sprints, the GLSS sprints. But then they have the season championships for the racetrack, which is late models, modifieds, a couple stock car divisions. So if you're a late model fan, you can go on up there. And then Saturday's the huge show, $5,000 to win, $500 to start, and the MTS non-wing sprint cars is the support class. So you get you get your wing sprints and your non-wing sprints, and $5,000 win for 360s is huge. That's what the ASCS National Sprint Tour pays to compare, and they go all over the United States. So we're looking for a nice car count from guys from Ohio, Indiana, Michigan, New York, Pennsylvania, and that, the way it sounds, hopefully. So get a few of those guys in there, plus their regulars, which they have a lot of good regular drivers on the series anyway. So, yeah, huge weekend, and they got a big car show. They got the vintage racers, actually from Fremont, Ohio, the Hall of Fame. They have a nice group of vintage guys that travel with the Hall of Fame, and he's bringing them in Saturday. I think they're going to actually do some laps on the racetrack. But big car show from 12 to 3 up there, too. So get there early. It's $5 to enter a car show. I think like the first 40, 50 get dash plaques. And they have the vintage racers up there and all that. Yeah, it's huge. I mean, it's a huge event. I mean, it's about every class of racing you want to see, plus a car show and everything else. So
Auburn, Michigan, how far is it?
It's from here, it's about
3.5.
Yeah, probably 3 hours there. So, and they do have a rain date of Sunday in case Saturday night show gets rained out. Yeah, they got a rain date of Sunday, which if you look at the extended forecast, that may be an option. Yeah, that may come into play, which is good that they advertise that, because some people don't know. Well, just like Kokomo.
Yeah,
a lot of people assumed, we had the SmackDown Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Mm-hmm. A lot of people assumed that the rain date was Sunday because they've done that a lot. Rain date, Saturday got rained out. It's September 9th.
Yep,
Okay.
And I'll be coming all the way back from Winston, Missouri to go there.
There you go.
But in their defense, 90% of the place was flooded. I mean, there was no parking lot. Yeah, it would have been impossible to do it on Sunday.
There's a guy on a swimmy I seen out there in the ditch.
Guy floating through the ditch on a little, a fan.
I'm
just
sure no
having
alcohol
fun.
was involved.
Yeah. I think he had a stay wet shirt on. I think so. Stay wet hat and shirt.
He was wet on the outside.
Yeah. He looked.
Beachfront
I think he was staying
property at Kokomo.
I think he was staying in a van. I think.
So let's talk about last week, guys. Let's the racing that happened last week, because to bring Dane Miller back up out of the Southland, I would think there had to be some serious racing going on, Dave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kokomo SmackDown. The first night was awesome. It was free for everybody to get in. Yeah. In fact,
even the drivers
that got paid their entry through
All-Star Performance. They it's a new thing, and honored Brian Clausen's how it all started, and it's the challenge to get to Kokomo, and they had 54 sprint cars, but All-Star Performance buys the driver's pit pass that night. Then the admission for the fans is free.
Wow.
Yeah, so it packed the place, and they had 54 sprint cars, and 14 guys was there. If you're there for the first time, they put up bonus. The bonus was if you was an organ donor, because Brian Clausen driven to save lives, because he was an organ donor, so they got driven to save lives. If he was an organ donor, it was $1,500. If he wasn't, it was $1,250. And then second place was $200, a set of gauges, and then third place was $100, and I think torsion bars. Yeah. And there's 14 of them, and actually Cap Henry, that we've talked about a lot, that's been winning on the streak. His streak ended Friday night at Attica, because he blew a motor and started at the rear of the B and made it through there, rear of the A, and then I think ended up 5th or 6th. But anyways, he actually drove Chad Wilson's non-wing sprint car over there for his first time, and the night started off rough, but once he got Cap comfortable in the car and the car rolling, he went from the C, tail of the C, to third, tail of the B, to missing. He got second in the rookie challenge deal and missed that by one spot. So
what was interesting with that deal, Dwayne, talking about Cap getting in the car, the Wilsons had bought these shocks from CSI, which are fairly expensive shocks.
Oh, yeah.
And Chad's been complaining about the car not handling correctly. They took the CSI expensive shocks off and went back to pro shocks on 3 points and an AFCO on one, and that car come alive. I sat up in the stands, and I'm like, whoa, where did that come from?
Yes, it was.
But I became a Jason McDougal fan.
Yes, Jason
that
McDougal.
Boy on Thursday night went into turn 3. I forget who was in front of him, but there's 2 cars side by side, and there was no room for a third car, and he was meeting a sandwich and come squirting right out on the end. And then he was right up against the wall, bounced off it, got 2 more going into turn 1, and I'm like, and it takes a lot for me to get excited about racing anymore.
Right.
It's cars going in a circle, and I'll tell you what, that kid.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yep, and in the SmackDown for people that's listening, kind of talk. You know, they start off with the free night. That's officially the kickoff of SmackDown, but not really, because it's not a points night for SmackDown. Then SmackDown goes Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They're trying to make it kind of like a Knoxville Nationals of non-wing sprint car racing. It pays a higher purse. It goes by a points format, a different format for the weekend. And they got some contingency prizes like Rookie of the SmackDown and just all kind of added bonus prizes and money to draw a lot of cars. And Chris Wyndham has been winning about everything at Kokomo this year. He won on Wednesday night. USAC regular Tyler Courtney won in the Clausen Marshall car. You know, Clausens have a lot of input on that race. Won on Thursday. Then Tyler Thomas won his first. He's from Oklahoma. Yeah. His first ever USAC sprint car win on Saturday or Friday night. Then Saturday night they just line up like A, B, and C main from points for the week, and that got rained out. Then there's going to have the Boss sprint cars as a sport class.
Our buddy
too.
Jason Seltzer, who I guess he's been on this program.
Yes,
before,
he has.
He's got that nice little pool going, and I was second in points.
Yeah.
Oh wow, there you go.
So. Yeah,
I have no idea where I was, but yeah, so it's a big deal, and you know, things was going good till it rained, and then they had the $1 million. Dane went down to Mansfield Friday and Saturday, the $1 million late model race
Dirt
down
Million.
there, the Dirt Million, and Friday night Darrell Lanigan and Jonathan Davenport were the winners, and Earl Pearson Jr. won on Saturday, and then Attica. Season championships, they're done Friday and Saturday. The All-Star Sprints and visit Attica this weekend, and then
It's over.
Then they're over. They did their season championships. Heck of a main finish. Travis Philo and Craig Mintz was coming off turn 4 together, and they went crashing across the finish line.
Oh no!
And Philo was awarded the win,
Okay.
but if you look at the video that was on the wall, there's a little bit of controversy because it looks as they was both spinning and flying through the air that Mintz's tire might have been ahead of Philo. So, but Philo was awarded the win, Mintz second, but Stuart Brubaker.
That could have
won
been
his-
a transponder thing, and
It
so
was.
the transponder was ahead of the other one. That's all that was.
Well, the transponders are on the back of the cars. They're mounted above the rear axle to the right side.
that would tell me
that's where everybody's got to have it,
that-
and they went by transponder.
And Philo's transponder was okay.
Yeah, Philo's transponder went across the line first.
But
Mentz's
the
cuts.
wheels may not have gone the
Yes,
same direction.
if you go,
If you go to the back to the video,
yeah, it could have been. So yeah, there's a little bit there,
That's where
but
the flagman's
Attica
supposed
does
to come in.
I think he was probably ducking because 2 cars were coming at him. Like, looked like he was flying. But Travis Philo won that. Stuart Brubaker took the track championship, knocked off 8 or 9 time champ Byron Reed for the championship. There's 3 or 4 guys could have won it on the last night, and Stuart Brubaker took that. Then Paul won the big 41 lap mini stock A main. They had a big memorial race up there, and he won that. And Jeremy Walden won the late models, and our buddy Chad Portman ended up 4th in the modifieds. Yeah, and they was actually heading to Springport to race, and that got rained out, so then he stopped at Angola. So
there you go.
yeah, and a lot of big races. Of course, huge weekend being the last major holiday during racing season. All kind of races coming up this weekend.
And we're going to talk about those. But before we do, and before we take our last commercial break, all right, let's get into the race that everybody wants to know about, okay? Because that's the one that we follow all the time. Dane, how many races have you attended so far this year? Kind of approximately. If you
I'm proud of this year, really. Not so much the car count, but my rain count.
Okay.
I've got basically 90 and a half.
Okay.
And I've got 2.5 rainouts.
Okay, so a half is one that started and then got.
I got
rained out
through the
and
B
then-
mains, and we didn't get the A's.
All right, I guess we'll count the half. Okay,
All right.
Because you might need those halves as well, Mr. Hancock.
No, I don't count halves.
You're a traditionalist there. Okay?
That's right.
How many races have you seen so far?
I'm way behind,
Oh, so we're not going to
Mister.
really name a number. We're
51.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah,
Wow.
that's it. I've been doing some other things lately. In
Yeah,
life.
going to Cubs games. That's
Yeah,
like,
I went to the Cubs game Friday, and I got some
watch
reasons
guys
not
out
to
there
go racing.
rearranging
all the time.
things in the outfield. I see what you're doing.
He took a vacation. Maybe
Yep,
he was
been to
down
Mexico,
in
I've
Mexico for a while.
At least he
you
could have
But
watched snail racing. Or
see,
something down there,
I've been telling people that there could be a time in my life that this happens,
Yes.
and right now it's starting to happen.
It's
So-
happening.
That's right. I
Hey,
mean, I'm still going to some races. I'm not giving up, but
Here's the kicker for me. I was supposed to go to my 40th class reunion Saturday here in Bryan.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going. I was the whole plan, and then the next thing you know, this trip materialized, and then I'll be at Farley Thursday, that's Farley, Iowa. I'll be at Marshalltown, Iowa Friday. I'll be at Spring Valley, Minnesota Saturday, so I won't be there, classmates.
Okay.
The thing is, then on Sunday I'll be at Cresco, Iowa. Then starting on Monday the 3rd through the 7th, I'll be at Boone, Iowa for the IMCA Super Nationals.
Okay.
Then I'll be in Winston, Missouri on Saturday, September 8th, and then I'm driving all the way back to Kokomo since the SmackDown, and then I think I might go to Georgia.
Are you coming for the grocery getter?
Are we in it?
We got a car. You can stop by work and look at it.
I
We
can
have
get
it.
back up for that. I just,
We'll have to talk about that. We'll talk about that.
There you go. We will talk about
But yeah, I've been doing some other things in life, which I've been telling everybody. I mean, when you hit, I think I was going to look before the show and I didn't. But the last 5-6 years, around 100 races a year, that
Yeah. Hey, you
I
know,
found some reasons to not.
51 is not a slouch.
No,
Okay,
I guarantee you, there's a lot of people that haven't even got that.
99% of the people that are listening right now
Haven't
not
got that
come
far.
even close
Exactly.
to 51 races this
Exactly.
year. So you have nothing to be ashamed of other than
Oh,
the fact that
I'm not.
you're being lapped almost right now
that's
by
okay.
Mr. Miller over here. That's
It's all right. I'm having fun.
And one of our sponsors basically said that Napa guy is getting a little...
Yeah, I heard that. I got that too. I got that too.
We're on the throttle. We got a big weekend of racing coming up. We'll talk more about that once we step away and come back here. All brought to you by the Napa store here in Bryan, by Suburban Auto, DJ Door, or AJ Door, DJ Door. Where did I come up
I don't know.
Keck Lawn Service at 419-553-6976. That's Keck Lawn Service at 419-553-6976. Jason Dietz Customs Collision Trailer and Trailer Repair, Fast Forward Motorsports, Bryan Ford Lincoln, and the Great Lakes Sprint Series. It's about 20 till the hour 1 o'clock. We'll have more on the throttle after this.
I guess Carter's not there today. They're listening. He's like,
And we're back on the throttle here on the Q as we are wrapping things up on a Monday with Dane Miller, our guest today. And guys, let's take a look at what's happening this week. Where is the Hancock going to be this week? How's that?
Planning on Attica Raceway Park. They have the Tony Stewart All-Star Arctic Cat Circuit of Champions coming in Friday night and Saturday night. Finishes the Attica season. So always a good time when the All-Stars come to town, and actually both nights are All-Star sanctioned this year. So that's going on Friday and Saturday over at Attica. The Boss Wing Sprints, their new Wing Sprint series, is down to Gas City, Indiana on Friday night. Then, as we said, the GLSS sprints are up to Tri-City, Michigan, or Tri-City Speedway, Auburn, Michigan, Friday and Saturday. Oakshade, for late model fans, we got Oakshade's got the ALMS late models on Saturday. Then the ALMS late models head over to Eldora Speedway on Sunday. Kokomo Speedway has their regular, the Vince Osmond Classic. It's Sunday night. I think they have fireworks and all kind of things. So for non-wing sprint car fans, you can go over to Kokomo on Sunday. Also, some other things going on. Angola Speedway, big 2-day show up there this weekend, just up the road here in Angola. Saturday night, they're paying extra money for a bunch of their classes. The modifieds are paying $1,000. The late models $1,000. $1,300 for the street stocks. That's going on. The drag racers, if you're in the drag racing, the big U.S. Nationals is down to Indianapolis Raceway Park, or Lucas Oil Raceway Park, or whatever they're calling it. The U.S. Nationals, that's huge. That's going on. I think that starts Thursday and goes through Monday.
Any Jason Dietz or any of these guys involved in something like that?
Nope. This is all the NHRA. Yep. Yeah. Then yes, our buddy Tyler, he's listening now too, and I actually had on my list, Tyler. You'll be proud. It's actually on my list, buddy. Big Labor Day weekend show at Winchester. For payments in Winchester, Indiana. You got the iCar down there. It's Saturday. Well, Saturday I think it's just practice, and Sunday, Monday, big CRA ARCA late model series on Monday. Big race. That's Monday. Sunday night is the Jigs and CRA, and I know they got the modifieds down there over the weekend and stuff too. So Winchester Speedway, Winchester, Indiana has it's a legendary track, and big weekend down there. Yeah, big high bank track, and I know you can get online there and check out all the information on that too. But I know Saturday is, I think, just practice day, and Sunday and Monday, all kind of classes running down there. But sounds like Tyler's going to be down there. Maybe he even be announcing the way it sounds.
Hopefully. Accounting whatsoever for
probably for the iCar part on Friday. Even yes, he is. Look at that. See, we got a three-way conversation going on here.
He's a star.
He is.
That must be why I was looking for a camper or RV.
Probably. I mean, yeah. but yeah, and I had that on my list, and actually, I got a friend of mine flying in from California for the weekend, and I think he's planning on hitting Winchester on Monday. I know, so that's. I was checking that out. So, yeah, a huge racing. And plus you got, I know Bearfield's off this weekend, actually the next 2 weekends, I believe. But other than that, you got still a lot of them are closing up after the next couple weeks. But Oakshade's going. You got Butler up Quincy, Michigan's going this weekend. I believe New Paris. Yep, all those up, so it's easy to find a race. A lot of people have special shows Labor Day weekend and that, even if it's just paying a little extra for their local support classes or what. And, big weekend. And like I said, there's a lot going on here. Any of these that we mentioned will all be good shows.
See,
I know
there's one thing that I've been hearing you tell me is we're closing in on the season. And, I live in Georgia.
Right.
And we were talking about this at Mansfield. There were some guys that was asking, or talking about, pretty soon, man, it's going to get cold. We're going to have to put the cars away. We're going to have snow on the ground. And I'm sitting there going, we got races all the way through December 31st. And then we turn around on the 1st and go.
There's no wonder he gets 90 and a half races.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
He's got a few more opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but he's
That's right.
a little more dedicated too, because the boy's going to take off now, and
Right.
the rest of the week he's racing.
That's right.
While you're doing whatever you're doing.
That's right. I got some things going on.
And that's it's good to have a life every now and then.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
I said that this point is going to happen sometime in life, and a lot of people still don't believe me. I was catching a lot of crap on Facebook this
I'll have to
last
talk
week.
to Shelby about this.
Shelby thinks it's a good idea.
Shelby thinks it's a good idea.
Shelby thinks it's good. Yeah,
Well,
she thinks
then
it's
we
good.
can't really get Shelby.
Yeah,
on the side
you
of
can,
Facebook,
but
it's going to take an awful lot. To
she
do that.
thinks it's awesome.
Well, there you go. That's
So-
that is good.
She's jealous. She wants to go. She's like, oh, I want to go to a Cubs game. So
Yeah.
Well,
we might have to have another trip.
You and I
Miss some more
were
races
just
and go to
talking
Cubs.
when we were at break about the race at Bear Field coming up, the 21st, 22nd
Yeah.
of September,
Like that.
and it's called the Grocery Getter.
Yes.
So I may be coming back up.
Maybe.
There you go.
Maybe it's a
And
maybe.
the grocery getter race is what exactly?
24-hour enduro race.
Yeah.
It starts Saturday at noon and ends Sunday at noon.
Yeah.
And
And are you involved? Are you actually going to race? In
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing? You're a racer, right?
Yes.
You're not a
yes,
participant in this
a
24-hour
participant. Right now, I think it's paying $20,000 to win because you have around 200 cars. And if they happen to get up to 300, then it's going to pay $30,000 to win. So entry cutoffs not for a couple weeks yet, but we haven't officially entered yet, but we're getting close.
That could be
The
interesting.
cars. The car.
Will
is
it be cool
together.
enough to wear a 3-layer suit? That's what I want to know.
You can. You don't have to. It's you gotta wear a helmet.
Okay.
It says a driver suit, I think, is recommended, but you don't have to. Or you gotta wear a long sleeve shirt or something, or I don't know.
I don't know. I've seen too many cars catch.
So
Yeah, that's for sure.
so yeah. So but yeah, it'd be entertaining. I mean, something unique. It's never been tried in this area. And why it's called Grocery Getter is literally you take the headlights out, the tail lights, knock the side windows out of it, and the rear window you gotta leave the windshield in. And other than that, you cannot touch the car. It's gotta be totally bone stock.
Radio even has to.
Yeah,
operate.
radio has to work because that's how they're going to communicate with you from the tower on
Wow.
the racetrack. They're going to give you a channel to tune to, and
And you wow, that's amazing. That sounds like a fun.
yeah, and it's cheap. I mean, here's a way to get somebody that might not be able to afford a $10, $20, $30, $40, $100,000 race car.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a $500 entry fee, but you have to have 4 drivers, and it covers all their passes and everything. But they're paying. Not only is it $20,000 win, they pay the top. There's 200 cars. They pay the top 100
Yeah.
back.
Oh wow. Okay.
So there's prize money on back. So, but you take 4 guys and split up a little bit of money, and maybe get a sponsor or 2, and get a
Yeah.
$300-$400 car. And
Yeah. Heck yeah. Whose
So-
car are you running? I guess is what I want to know.
this is an old Napa delivery vehicle. We retired it,
Yeah.
maybe purposely to run this race, but we retired it.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And it is a what is the?
It's a Pontiac Vibe.
Is it going to be yellow or blue?
We can't tell you. It's a secret.
Yeah. There you go.
It might be a couple different things.
Yeah. It might be all kinds of colors.
We got a couple of sponsors in the works, hopefully. So,
This is going to
You
be
know,
a
might-
lot of fun.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
well, yeah, and it's like $10 for fans to get in. I mean, they're gonna
That'd
have
be a race
grandstand
for
seats.
Jim and BB come over
Yeah,
and see.
Over-
24 hours, and you sit there and
And,
grandstand.
24 hours. I'll watch
Yeah.
the 12.
I'll furnish
Yeah.
the cooler with ice and a few beverages. How's that?
Can we go take a nap in your trailer? or
Yeah, you
something
might need
that?
to, yes.
Is that possible
Yes.
to do? Because we might need that. We'll have to do it on
Right,
shifts.
right,
BB will take 4 or 5 hours. I'll take 4 or 5 hours, and then before you know it, 24 will be
right.
in the books, and we'll have seen most of it. How's that? No
Yeah.
doubt about that.
We
There
can
you
get BB
go.
to help change tires.
There you go. I think he'd be a good one for that one as well.
Oh yeah, well, and I think our buddy Matt Keck, he might be on pit crew too. He's talking about it.
There
He's
you
wanting
go.
to be on there.
He could bring one of his lawnmowers. out
That's
there.
right.
That-
There you go. We
that's
could
right.
race a lawnmower. I wonder if they'd let that happen.
24 hours of lawnmower.
That's right. Or maybe he could cut the grass and we could give us something to watch while you're out there. Something.
I did want to say one thing this weekend when I got to Mansfield after driving all the way from Kokomo overnight. I want to shout out to Tom Murray and Blaine Murray. Blaine even texted me.
They're big
Saturday
listeners of the show.
if he could get a hat down there at VP, I said, just get down there and see Denise and get a free hat. So, yeah, we got to see them. I used to work with Tommy over at Farrell.
Yep. Tom's a loyal listener of our show, local guy. lives here in the Bryan area, and Blaine lives over Montpelier area, and yeah, they listen every week. I know.
By the way, since I know Blaine's kind of a Bloomquist fan,
He is.
I did high five Bloomquist with his left arm up in the air.
Kind of's an
And
understatement.
my left shoulder kills me, so the old man had it up better than I did.
But kind of's an understatement. They're huge Bloomquist fans.
And
Matter
of
fact,
course,
they're-
I go back with the years working at Performance Friction and dealing with Scott, and a lot of people don't know that, and I know a lot of stories. Me and old Kurt Galaudy got together. He was on the crew back then, and we had some story talking there Saturday. It was kind of interesting.
Sounds that way. With that, guys, it's time for us to wrap up another On the Throttle today. Dane, safe travels. Great to see you again. Dwayne, have a great weekend, okay? And
I
if you
will.
go to another Cubs game. Heck wants to go along.
He does. Wow.
So
I'm not going this weekend.
there you go. That'll all work out. Plenty of racing, and we'll be back again. Heck, next Monday is actually
Labor Day, right?
So we won't be back next Monday.
Back in 2 weeks.
We'll be back in 2 weeks there to catch up on all the racing that went on
Right.
over this Labor Day weekend. With that, we'll call it a show. How's that? All brought to you by your local Napa store here in Bryan, Suburban Auto, AJ Door, Keck Lawn Service, 419-553-6976. Jason Dietz, Customs Collision, Trailer and Trailer Repair, Fast Forward Motorsports, Bryan Ford Lincoln, and the Great Lakes Springs Series. And we'll be back again 2 weeks here on the Throttle on the Q. All right, guys. That worked. Keck could be pretty active here, isn't he?
Yeah.
What a character.
Yeah, that was interesting on Saturday. I mean,